Hey, it's Dave and Dorr with Tactical Hyve, and today we wanted to cover a new holster option you might not be aware of. This thing's been kind of creeping up on us. I think a lot of pros are starting to use it more and more. And Dave, since you're the one that has one.
Yeah, so I've had this holster now for, I don't know, I'm probably going on 3 years with this holster. It's been out for a little while, but just now starting to gain steam. This is it's a Blackhawk T-Series holster, right? And really what it is, its predecessor was the old Blackhawk Sherpa. Now, when you say Sherpa, everybody cringes, right? I cringe.
I never saw anybody have an issue with one, and I saw thousands of people use them overseas.
Yeah, and true. I've seen it, but
I understand
the internet is full of people shooting themselves with it, right?
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with the Sherpa holsters, it's a retention holster, and to deactivate the retention device, there's a button right here. So in your holster, clear and safe holster, hammer down. So when it goes in, you have to push this button, and that would activate your retention release. When the problem, when you're running under stress, or you're trying to go fast, or you got your mind on other things, more than once, the internet's full of it, guys will pull out their fingers here, pow, and they rip a round off through their shin or through their calf, or have a negligent discharge.
That
regardless.
is not the holster's fault, by the way.
Agreed. Yeah. But they found a better way to do it, right? Yeah. So a safer way, and actually I think all around across the board a better way. Like we used to use holsters very similar to what you have here previously, and what I disliked about these holsters was, in order to activate my retention device, my thumb had to be like this, so I'm not establishing a master grip because my thumb's kind of out of place, right? What Blackhawk did, they were basically able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. They removed that retention device from here, so they removed the capacity for someone to activate the trigger accidentally, and they put it on the inside. So now, when my hand goes in to defeat the retention, I'm already establishing master grip. So my thumb's not out of place. It's not in the back of the gun somewhere where I have to push a bezel. It's there, it's out, and it's clean and consistent. Really good holster. The only thing that I'm really disappointed in right now is they have limited models for these right now.
As far as make model matchups.
Yeah. It's limited. And the only reason I know that, like I said, if you've seen the other videos, I'm just now getting into the 2011 world, and I can't find a holster like this yet for the 2011s. Not to say it's not out there, but I haven't been able to find it.
Is being able to match them up with different flashlight options an issue?
Well, most of them are either Surefire or the TLRs. So if you're running those 2 lights, they have a pretty wide selection.
Okay.
This is gaining a lot of popularity in law enforcement. It's starting to gain a lot of popularity for some of the professional hitters that are out there now too.
Yeah, that's who I became aware of was using them.
Yep.
But again, I didn't really look too far into it. I think with few exceptions, we both used Safariland throughout our careers. But with the one big exception that really sticks out to me is the Blackhawk Sherpa.
Yeah.
We used the heck out of those. And I think it was the #1 by a landslide issued holster to conventional forces.
Yeah.
Because you go to any base or fob and there'd be bazillions of dudes with M9s with those things in them. And I'd never heard of anybody having an issue in the military. I don't know, but then I don't know.
Yeah. I never had any issues or seen any issues with it like in the regiment.
Yeah.
But when I left the AMU and I was teaching across the country doing CQM style teaching, we saw several of these in like the conventional forces where there were issues. I know a lot of the Sherpa holsters now, like they're not allowed, like a lot of ranges won't let you have them. A lot of units will no longer let you have them. A lot of departments have banned them, because of the potential for a guy to have a negligent discharge, if he's not being cautious and careful with what he's doing.
Yeah, I'd heard the bad rap. I don't know, I never saw it. But I was kind of on an island on my own, away from the masses, I guess. And then again, they usually didn't have loaded guns on base over there, right? Wasn't that the standard for most of it?
Yeah.
Until very recently.
Yeah.
But things are always continuing to innovate, and just being able to make the mechanical release a little bit more user friendly as far as your thumb, because your thumb already has a job as you're pulling this thing out. Obviously you need to grip the thing, so just making it a little bit easier, a little bit better. And then you've had this thing for 3 years. Have you had any issues with it? Has it come loose on you?
I haven't had a single issue with it, not one. The only issue I've ever had is like maybe, and it's a user issue, it wasn't a holster issue, trying to run too fast on a pro timer, and not making sure that I have a good thumbs, just trying to rip through,
Yeah.
not doing what I should be doing.
But it's not a competition range toy,
No, by
so
no.
it's made for duty,
Yep, yep.
I said duty. So it's made for professional duty use, and those things aren't going to be as fast or efficient as the, just on the range versions. But as long as it stays locked in there, you don't have to worry about losing it, and it never gets stuck when
Yep.
it's time to need it. I mean, it's a good holster, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've never had it. I've never once had it stuck or anything. Anyway, and I run grip tape on the front of my guns, and I've used other holsters that are not really retention holsters, but like just friction holsters, and that has caused issue with some of my others. This one here, not a problem at all.
So loose tolerances.
Yeah, it's
But not too loose. She's not rattling around on you.
no, it's nice. It's in there. It's like Prego. It's in there.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't see too many of them on the civilian side at classes, etc. But they are picking up a little bit of speed in the military, and I just wanted you guys to be aware of it because I've heard nothing but good things about people that pretty much do everything at the highest level possible, and that's what they're going with. So
Yep.
that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Just want to give a quick video on a kind of a sleeper holster option, but then again, that's just from what I've seen. And we'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.
Out.